So we're sitting in the museum here at the IBEW International office because all of our history is surrounding me. And I think that we've had a historical moment. It's been over 2 decades since we've had a raise for the men and women of the IBEW and the NEBF. Those negotiations started when I was Secretary Treasurer. President Emeritus Stevenson and myself was really pushing hard to make this happen. We worked diligently with the NECA side of the trustees. However, a lot of that work had been done prior to both of us by the trustees of the past. And what I mean by that is they were able to make sure our investments were proper, making sure we was making the right moves with the NEBF.
What they did allowed this to happen today. Those who said defined benefit pension plans were dead were wrong. And the NEBF's living proof. And it's just exciting that we're able to deliver for our members on this.
It's an incremental increase to an already solid benefit. The NEBF is at a position where it's financially sound, green zone. Withdrawal liability has gone away. The assets are plentiful. Our investment returns are exceeding the benchmark. It had been 24 years since we had a raise in the benefit level. Right? I mean, think about that, 24 years. Think about things that you buy on an everyday basis. A gallon of milk, a loaf of bread, a gallon of gas. All those prices kept rising over the last 24 years and their benefit stayed the same. I'm happy and I applaud that decision. And, you know, it was about time. It was about time.
When we had those conversations, we looked all the way back to every member to look at, okay, if I started this day, how would that affect me at $33? And how does it affect, as a group, everyone? Once we got that certification from the actuary, the conversations became so much easier, sitting down with management side of the trustees and saying, you know what, this is the right thing to do. It's not only moving forward, but it's retroactive all the way back to the day they began in the IBEW. So when we sit down and talked about the NEBF, one of the things we asked from the actuary is, what would a 13th check look like? Because all of us agreed that we did not want to affect the withdrawal liability. We wanted to keep it at 0.
That I'm aware of, it's been 5 years in the making. These conversations started 5 years ago. And those are just the ones that I saw. Those weren't the impromptus, the pop-ups here and there, the conversations. I'm sure there was a lot more than I'm even aware of.
We have to think about the generations that's going to follow us by keeping in mind at the same time the generations that we're standing on their shoulders. So trying to balance that with the NEBF was really, really important for us. We think it's the right thing to do. The actual resolution that we did says until the actuary approves that and certifies that as not causing a withdrawal liability, it won't happen. But we're confident it's going to, and we plan on paying that check between Thanksgiving and Christmas of 2025 so that every IBEW member that's participating with the NEBF got something out of this deal. The NEIB thought process is it's based on the hours you work. If I work 1,000 hours a year, I'm going to get a benefit based on that 1,000 hours. If I work 2,000 hours a year, I'm going to get a benefit based on that 2,000. And for a lot of us who's working overtime out there, if I work 3,000 hours a year, it's going to be based on that 3,000 hours. Those have to be negotiated locally. Every local union will have the enabling language to add it into their collective bargaining agreement, because what it's going to do then, it'll add to the NEBF. And what I mean by that, it's a supplement to the NEBF. And by doing that, we create a bigger fund.
And it looks real similar to a defined contribution. However, the way that they calculate the benefit is it's based on a percentage of your balance of whatever you contribute during the course of your working career.
That new benefit fund we created is going to truly be a game changer. It's going to ensure that, as far as we can see, we're going to have a defined benefit pension plan for IBEW members. And that's what we're about.
For the first time, we can go to non-union contractors and say, join us. We can help you grow. We can help your employees benefit. And we add no withdrawal liability to your books because we don't have it there.
That's all gone away. There's no withdrawal liability. There's no downside risk for them to sign up and be an IBEW signatory contractor. That has opened the door and paved the way for us to go out and sign up more contractors.
So we have opportunities that we haven't had in 2 decades. And I think that's a big plus as we move forward to reach that 1 million membership goal that we have. When I became president, you guys worked on reintroducing me to IBEW. Most of them knew me through my International Secretary Treasurer days or my Vice President days. One of the things I said then, and I'm trying to keep that promise, is I'm going to leave the IBEW better than we found it. This is one of the steps in going that way.
We did something for the current members. We did something for the past members who made this all possible for us. And we did something for future members and young members. And we're not finished yet. It's just the start.
We're trying to make it better for everyone. That should be our #1 goal always, and keep you guys in mind. Keep you all in our thoughts and prayers every day, and make sure you go to work safe and you have the very best retirement when you retire. And we want to be a part of that for your future.